Assassin's Creed Shadows is a great game, but I feel it can be better. Everyone needs to understand that. I have no complaints about the gameplay mechanics or graphics. There are even improvement in stealth gameplay and the game has tons of features, though it feel incomplete. They do try to incorporate past game features and make some improvements, but it might not be as amazing as people think. While some gloss over the fact that AC has reached the milestone of 2 million players, this achievement doesn't fix their situation. Having a million or two players is good and quite remarkable for a AAA game, but that's not the real problem here. The real concern is whether they can sell enough copies to break even or turn it to profit, especially after the series of disasters that came before. Plus, there's a new controversy about breaking items in temples, which angered Japanese players and the government, dealing another blow to Ubisoft's credibility. Still, it's actually a great game. The world looks beautiful if you ignore months of criticism about mismatched Japanese cultural elements. The environment is great but feels restricted. Climbing natural terrain is harder than in previous open-world AC games because you need to find specific markers and it's quite hard to find in Wild Compare in the town or village. Plus, auto-travel with horses is gone, so you have to move manually until you unlock fast travel points or buy a base, which can feel tedious. Now, let's talk about the characters. Which one do you think people use the most? Surprisingly, it's not Yasuke. The idea of selling Yasuke to players failed spectacularly, and now he feels out of place in this game. Yasuke sticks out like a sore thumb. He's super strong, deals high damage, and is fun, if you want to wreck things. But that's it. I end up preferring using Now because this is Assassin's Creed. Using Yasuke means opening the character menu, waiting through loading screens, and I won't do that unless I'm desperate. His limited mobility makes climbing harder, so it's simpler to stick with Naue. Sometimes I think Naua's damage is kept low just to keep Yasuke relevant. Personally, I prefer Nau's stealthy playstyle, since I'm playing Assassin's Creed. While the world is vast, the side mission or activity were too few and repetitive. They don't use the world good enough. You hardly can find thing to do to explore the world aside from mandatory reason like game progression or leveling up. The companion system were somehow useful for me. While they were not a significant help, they do give good enough distraction. Especially if you use Now more often. The problem is the chain quest to unlock those companions is long and tedious for me, with only few of them actually entertaining. The English voice acting is terrible. So I use the Japanese audio, which is way better. I don't know if the voice actor strike affected this, but it seems like they don't care about quality anymore. It's ironic to see the Japanese voice acting is more solid, even though Japanese audiences' view of this game right now is not good. Marketing is half of the battle, but sometimes a game can stand on its own. Assassin's Creed has a strong presence. People buy it because it's Assassin's Creed, not because of marketing. The game still feels lacking. The fact they managed to make it this far shows how hard the dev team worked to fix the game. I can see the effort from the artists, programmers, and technical staff. Their work is better than I expected. The delay in release feels like extra time they spent fixing or removing things that could have made the game look worse. Some DEI elements there feel cringe, like the romance feature that feel forced and out of place compared to what I see in Odyssey. In the end, it's a great game, but it could have been even better if not for all the controversies made by their own. Still, Ubisoft did Japan dirty. Getting wrong is one thing, but at this point it feels like they're insult Japanese culture and history. Will Ubisoft recover? Hard to say. Did they manage to save the game? Yes, but I don't know if this game is enough to save Ubisoft from falling. What do you think? Will the AC franchise survive? Please support me by subscribe and hit like if you enjoyed the video.